Hello there. My name is Maya, and no, I'm not Mexican. Hold on a second. There we go. Just so we're clear. Greg, I liked your video on collecting counties. It's got me thinking about some of the smaller towns within those Wisconsin counties. Specifically, my hometown, Fond du Lac. For those of you who don't know, Fond du Lac is a small city. City. Yes. It's a small city of about 43,000 people, 87% of which are white. Now you can imagine, in a city where there's one ethnic person for every 9 white individuals, just how often someone like me has their ethnicity mistaken. By the way, if you can guess my ethnicity correctly, you can win an iPhone 4! I'm just kidding. It's just the box. The most common answer I hear from people who try to guess my ethnicity is Mexican. Not Hispanic, which is at least a little more general, but specifically Mexican. I can't tell you how many times this has happened to me. For example, a few months ago I was back in Fond du Lac at the local laundromat. I had just finished drying up all my things, so I packed them up and turned to leave. The only people in the laundromat besides me were a mom and her 2 kids, a boy who looked like he was in kindergarten, and a girl who couldn't have been more than 2. And since this was Fond du Lac, they were, of course, white. Now, the little girl had plopped herself down right in front of the exit. My arms were full of clean laundry, so I turned to the mom and I asked her kindly, "Excuse me, do you mind if I scoot past her real quick?" The mom's like, "Oh sure, sorry about that," and she scoops up the child in her arms. I thank her, and as I push the door open to leave, I hear her son say quite loudly, "Wait, Mom, she can speak English? She can speak English?" Have you ever been treated differently because of the way you look? I mean, it doesn't have to be a race thing, but it could be because of the way you dress or how young you appear, and how people change the way they behave toward you because of how you look to them. Tell me in comments or in a video response if you've ever had a situation like that happen to you. Now before I leave, I want to introduce something I'd like to call Recommended YouTuber Time. It may or may not be a regular thing I do. We'll see. Melissa, you mentioned in your last video that my vlogging style was Vlogbrothers inspired. If you don't know who the Vlogbrothers are, I highly recommend that you check out their videos. They're 2 brothers, John and Hank Green, who have been making video blogs to each other for the past 5 years, in which they talk about anything from science to politics, and they write funny songs and get really passionate about books. I really like these guys because they've made it acceptable and cool to embrace nerd culture. So if you feel like checking out their videos, you can click on Harry to go to their channel. I'll also put a link in the description. Mi nombre es Maya y no soy mexicana. Adios.